Okay, everypony, it's time for me to answer your questions to my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. But since there aren't that many questions, I'll also answer the comments that were left under that video. Okay, let's get started then. First of all, we have Blade Tormentor saying, "Congratulations on your 1-year anniversary, man." Thanks, man. I really hope that I can go for another year. WolfX1120 says, "Happy anniversary, Visual. I love your readings." Thank you, Brohoof man. Then we have Super White Lightning 1 who says, "Awesome, I love anniversary and audiobooks. Fucking amazing, happy anniversary." Thank you. I sure enjoyed bringing that anniversary video up and the special that was accompanied that I made for it. Sandy Kaufman said, "I was wondering why I couldn't listen to certain stories. Happy first anniversary, Visual Pony, and I hope you can continue to read for many years to come." Yeah, I hope so too, Sandy, and yeah, sorry about not announcing that I took the videos offline. I hope you like the re-recorded or re-edited versions. And I hope I pronounced this correctly. Alejandra Yerena said, "Yay, love your stories, keep it up." Thank you. I always like to see that people appreciate my work. Leighton Hatch said, Yeah, happy day, good job." Thank you. I'm working very, very hard on my channel, and I hope you like what I am planning next. Okay, now let's get to the questions. Okay, so first we have, as always, sorry if I pronounce this incorrectly, Drakus Huvley. Part 1. Are you going to read any more stories like The Wayward Courier, for example? I'm not quite sure. I think Wayward Courier, wasn't that the one with the Junktown Peddler pony? I tried to listen to another reading of that story once, but it was blocked for my country due to music in that particular reading. I'll look into it, but after For the Question, I may read something else first because I want to have some more cheerful stuff on my channel. You see, there have been a lot of dark things on my channel recently, so I want to bring out some nice stuff for a change. Okay, the part 2 of Drakus Huvley's question is, are you going to do any collaborations with other readers like Brett the Browncoat Brony? First of all, guys, I'm always open for collaborations. If you want to do a collab with me, just let me know which story you would like to do and what part you would want to speak in it. And then we can discuss everything else. You can always contact me via Google+, which is pretty easy. You have just, on my channel, there's this little Google+ icon and you can just send me a message. So yeah, I'm open for collabs. If Brad the Browncoat Brony wants to do a collab with me, then all he has to do is send me a message. I'm actually a little too shy to ask for collabs myself, so if anyone wants to do a collab, ask me. What else did we have here? Yeah. Actually, we have another one who has many questions. Okay, let's go for the questions of Prince Everfree. Okay, Prince, you asked me, how many questions do you want? Well, actually, I didn't really expect any questions, to be sure, because my last Q&As didn't really have that many questions. Next would be, what questions were you hoping for? Not really sure about that, but, well, I will answer about anything, but not things that are too personal, so I just hoped there wouldn't be too personal questions if there were any. Are you still single? Yes, I am. I'm available. What is your cutie mark story? Yeah. You may have noticed that my OC's cutie mark has actually changed from my original OC. My original OC had a blue book, a green book on his flank, and that stood for me reading and writing. The new cutie mark, the moon, but not the moon after Nightmare Moon escaped, but the moon with Nightmare Moon's face on it, is a representation for the fact that mostly I do my readings late at night or early in the morning, or when I start before midnight, then it's kind of mix. So yeah, that's my cutie mark story. What is your favorite episode? Okay, that's hard to say. Since we have finished with season 4 now, I would say it would most likely be Twilight's Kingdom, because first of all, Twilight really gets her princesshood acknowledged there, and we have that awesome Dragon Ball kind of like fight between her and Tirek. I think they could have gotten more out of that fight. They could have made them fight like, I don't know, a little longer, maybe make a 3-parter out of a 2-parter. I would have liked to see more of that. Any predictions, things you're looking forward to seeing in season 5? More Dragon Ball-like fights, a little better character progression for Pinkie Pie, and Spike. I'm not a big Spike fan, but I really think they have treated him horribly in season 4. Even I have to pity that poor guy. And of course, I would like an episode that would focus on Big Macintosh, because the first episode we ever saw him in, which was, I think, Applebug season, he spoke. He had an actual conversation with his sister. And after that, he just got his yup and nope. And that doesn't sit well with me. I think I really would like to have Big Macintosh to have a bigger speaking role. What is German for Om Nom Nom Nom? Hard to say. Yummy? Something like that. I don't really say things like that. So yummy would be the most appropriate term, I think. What is your favorite type of story to read? It's hard to say, really. First of all, I must say that when you guys request a story of me, I mean, right now my request inbox is closed because there are just too many. But if I have a story that I want to do, the first thing I check is if the spelling and grammar are okay. Because I have, had to read Heart of Scales, for example, and I know that it has been revised now, but the version I read was horrible to read. So I will basically read everything unless it's things like Cupcakes. I read Cupcakes the musical, and I will never do something like that again. Because I actually, in that night after I read it, went to the bathroom, and when I closed the door, after I got out again, I was like, oh shit, I was still half asleep and actually thought Pinkie Pie was standing there with a hacksaw. So, no stories like Cupcakes. I am okay with stories like Fallout Equestria, or funny stories like Know Your Mare, or any other comedy stuff. I don't really have any, what would you say, personal favorites when it comes to a genre, but if I have to narrow it down for your question, it would be stuff like Project Sunflower and Fallout Equestria, because I like Human in Equestria, and I kind of like stuff like Operation Twiluna, because I think the two are a good pairing. Okay, what qualities do you look for in the best pony, or in best pony? That's a very good question. Actually, my favorite pony is Luna, because, I can relate to her out of personal reasons. And yeah, that's that. A pony must be relatable for me. If it's not relatable, then no, thanks. Not my thing. I also like Twilight, because she's a hardworking type, but kind of bookish, but ponies like, for example, Rarity, no thanks. I can't relate to such ponies. So the best pony is for me the pony I can relate to most. So that would be the quality I look for when I choose best pony. Then you ask, what other readers do you listen to? Well, due to many real-life things and, of course, my own readings, I don't really have the time to listen to others anymore. But recently I've listened to the Polish Warlord and his reading of the Rangers of Wintertrot, I think it's called. And I've listened to a lot of stuff on the Lost Narrators channel. I have listened to everything on the channel of Equestrian Narrator. And many things read by Obab Scribbler. She's an amazing reader. Okay, one sec. I kinda lost track of your questions right here because there are so many. Okay, got it again. What is your favorite type of music? Well, basically, I listen to everything else. I don't really have a genre that I like. If there's a hip-hop song I like, then I like that song. If there's a hard rock song I like, then I like that song. I was into gothic for a while, like Nightwish, Within Temptation, Rhapsody. But yeah, that phase has passed. I still like that music, but I have widened my horizon, and I also like some songs from the reggae genre. There are also some dubstep songs I like. So I don't really have a genre I would say is my favorite. But the most things I listen to are actually stuff from musicals. Like in my playlist, in a playlist that I listen to when I write, for example, there are a lot of things from The Witches of Oz. Those songs are just awesome. Okay, what next? What does your cutie mark tell you? My cutie mark? My cutie mark tells me that I will never, as long as I have this channel, get a good night's sleep. Because I record at night and mostly get to sleep at like 3 a.m. Other than English and German, what other languages do you speak? Okay, I did learn a little French when I was in school, but I don't really speak that language anymore. I attempted to learn Japanese, konnichiwa, but I never finished it because I learned it with a program with a vocabulary trainer, and I lost the CD of that program. I recently found it again. I might start it again. I know a little Japanese, but I couldn't hold a conversation in it. Same goes for French. Would you like to go to any conventions in the future? Well, actually, at the 2nd and 3rd of August, I wanted to go to Galacon, but I decided against it because at the same weekend, there is a medieval fair here in my hometown, and I'm living here for 18 years and I have never once attended that fair, and I want to go there. And I'm going there with a few friends, and so I said, okay, besides there's no one I would go to a con with because my friends accept that I am a brony, and one or two of them are also bronies, but closet bronies, so they wouldn't go to a con, and I don't want to go alone. Would you like to do a collaboration with any other reader? Oh, yeah, I answered that before, that I am open for collaborations. If you want to do a collab with me, just let me know and we can do it. If you want me to pick one, then I'd say Obab Scribbler, The Lost Narrator, Equestrian Narrator, the people I named earlier when you asked me about which other readers I listen to, because those people are just awesome. I also like Greenlitzky. He read, I think, Past Sins. Yes, Past Sins. Wonderful audiobook. You should go listen to it. Yeah, collaboration. Okay. Do you listen to music from the fandom? Almost. If you would check out my cell phone, then you would see that there are like 30 audiobooks on it. And there's one folder that is named music, and there's only fandom music in it. Because things like This Day Aria remake with Dr. Hoofs, once as a stallion and once with the mare version. The mare version is far superior, I think. I like it really. Or Nights of Time and Space, a wonderful song. September, Discord, of course. There's so much wonderful music, but currently, since I want to do a little, put a little music into the future chapters of Fallout Equestria, I've been looking for Fallout Equestria fan music and have gotten permission to use some of them because, well, yeah, there are a few very emotional things coming up in that story, and I want to underline that with music. And I was in contact with a few fandom musicians, and they allowed me to use their music. Okay, what next? If Fluttershy wanted you to join in a sleepover at her cottage, the same night Princess Luna wanted you to do some stargazing with her at the Crystal Empire, what would you do? Okay, since I told you that Princess Luna is my favorite pony, do you really need me to answer? I would of course do stargazing with her. Because, okay, I don't dislike Fluttershy like some people do, but she's not my favorite pony and she will never be. She's an interesting character, she is nice, but a sleepover at Fluttershy's I think would be pretty boring. If we take the not the Cutie Mark Chronicles, it was the Stairmaster, where the Cutie Mark Crusaders had a sleepover at Fluttershy's, and I think it would be pretty boring for like playing the game quiet, where you just are not allowed to say anything. And I think stargazing with the Princess of the Night who actually moves the constellations, yes, that would be interesting. So that would be what I would, okay, my tongue and brain are derping right now. That's what I would be doing. Okay, did we have any other questions here? I seem to remember that there was some. No, looks like we have covered everything. Okay, I hope I've answered everything you wanted me to answer. Even though I really seem to remember that there was more, but maybe someone has taken their question back, but okay. Sincerely yours, Visual Pony. See you next video.